I fuck with your music for real, for real.
Thank you, man. I fuck with your everything.
Figures. I gave you right to die, and you gave me games. Low. You don't gotta tell me about your body count.
Thank you.
Man. Thank you. Thank you for everything.
I really think you got a shot, like for real.
Thank you.
I really do. It's like, it's funny, like as we've been doing the music thing, like the combination of Mike and I, like Mike can actually, it's actually unfair. I think Mike really knows how to like pick it, but there's something funny about the way I hear music that like I just genuinely understand the masses. I just really think you have that kind of sound that can like really go. How can we help you?
First of all, thank you for including me in the playlist, and thank you for Twitter, because that's been like help already. Like,
good.
Anything that's organic, I feel like hits home.
100%. And my fans know, like my audience is really cool because they know I'm not like, I don't know you guys. You're not doing anything for me. Like if I'm saying it, like I mean it. You know what I mean? Like he sends me stuff and I'm like, nah. You know, like. Yeah.
Thank you, man. No, honestly, like, thank you. I'm gonna probably spend the first like 10 minutes of this conversation saying thank you for a lot.
It makes me happy. Like, it's super fun. Like, and honestly, it's no different than like all the startups. There's an amazing high I get from being on. Like, everybody likes it. Like, everybody loves discovering that band, and I think most people get mad at their favorite indie band when they go mainstream. Like, you know, people get, you sold out. Like, I'm the other way. Like, just like dreaming of a day, like in 6 years when you walk in here and everyone's freaking out. I think that's cool.
Yeah. Bananas. Yeah. When you're sitting, the way you see it, because I don't know how much you see. Like I know on Instagram and Twitter and stuff, but like, where do you think that we could like increase our presence, or we're lacking, or like where did I think the number one music?
I think Boyd brought it, but like the number one thing I would do of where you're at right now is do collaboration songs with people outside your demo.
That's okay, dope.
Like tomorrow, I would do a collab song with a country star. Tomorrow, I would get a Latin trap. Tomorrow, I would get a Latin trap person to sing the hook of a song here. Tomorrow. Now, there's one big little asterisk. You've got to fuck with it. Like you got to believe in it. Got it? Like if you're like, this is whack, I'm just doing it. Correct. But if you're like, you know what I would do? I would fucking make, if I was them, if I was part of the team, I'd make you listen to so much random shit, because then you'd be like, yo, this fucking African shit is rad as fuck. I'd be like, cool, African shit. Come back and be like, yo, you gotta do this with this person from fucking Ghana. You see where I'm going? I think people grossly underestimate the collaboration I don't think people understand how much Taylor Swift's song with Kendrick Lamar mattered to Kendrick Lamar's career. Oh, massive. But I don't think people really, I think people think it would have happened anyway, and I don't. Right. And you know what's crazy about hip hop? Hip hop itself, the whole fucking genre, took the next step because of the Aerosmith Run DMC collab. Oh, yeah. The whole genre was not built because it was authentically amazing, but there's nobody who's old like me, like especially people in the game, ask them. It changed everything. I think it's what I would do, especially this early in your career, if it's authentic, I would do songs with other people that give you the upside of the awareness where it's a trade of fan base. So I think you're ridiculously talented. So I think that somebody who's like a huge pop star who's fading, or a mid-sized country star who's stuck, they'll get the benefit of something that's amazing talent. You'll get the benefit of like they have a much bigger audience. It's just a fair trade. I'd make a fair trade. Mm-hmm. And I would probably not put it in a project, like I'd probably just do it as one-offs. Like I think a great way to like build your music career right now is you do mixtapes or like projects that are just like creative and like kind of strategic. You do albums for albums, and then you do one-off songs that are collaborations that are strategic and fun and different and are little curveballs to the audience. Like you doing a song with Backstreet Boys is exactly right to me. I'm being serious. You know what I mean? Something that's like fucking like so off kilter to the mission. I think musicians have unbelievable permission to do shit if it's the truth.
It's real.
100%.
It's real.
Yeah, you can't negate authentic.
Great one. If you were like, oh my God, I love Nelly Furtado because when you were a kid, that song with Timbaland was so poppin' and you loved it so much. She's not killing the world right now, but she's a real talent. Yeah. Like just DMing her and be like, yo, You know? What?
We tried.
With her?
Yeah.
With her?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But I get it. But I get like that.
And you know what else? And you know what else? There's people I replied to today that have DM'd me 46 times, and today was the day.
Yeah.
So trying comes in all shapes and forms too.
Fuck yeah, hell yeah.
Duet with Nelly. Love song with Nelly or something.
Both Nellies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's true what you said, because, and that's where I had
The other thing I would say is strike immediately if you see anybody that you fuck with like that, like or comment on social, like strike hard. Like there's always like a moment, right? Like let's say like it's whoever, right? Bless you. LL, bless you. LL Cool J, right? Like if he likes a photo, like you guys are like one of the things that the thing I always regret is not striking when it's hot because I'm so busy right now. Like I'm 18 months into like Metro Booming and Kevin Hart fucking with me on Instagram, but Kevin Hart liked it today.
I saw that.
And I still haven't really like sat down and break bread. With The Rock, I fucking figured it out and got it done, but like, and like sometimes you just like 6 years later and you still haven't connected. Kelly Rowland, you know, still. Oh, I don't reach out to anybody, even though I give that advice. Like now I'm at like a place where, cause I'm doing a little bit different. Like if I was doing music, I would. And if I was like, if I was making content, not documenting content, I would. But man, I'm telling you right now, the second you see somebody, a producer or an artist that you fuck with, like or engage on Twitter, you like get on a fucking plane and be like in fucking, you know, like Masterpiece Studio in fucking Louisiana.
Thank you.
Got it?
Take that note.
Because it's right now it's the time to grind. Right now is the time to be like not fancy about nothing. Be like, holy shit, like we love Big Crit. He just like this DM, you hit up Boyd or whoever the fuck you know, your label, I don't give a fuck. You're on the phone with Crit and you're like, yo, we should do something. And this is what everybody does. Yo, we should do something. Yeah. And then 9 months later, nothing happens. When you're like, we should do something, and he's like, yeah, get the fuck on a fucking cheap red eye, $88 and be fucking go. Like if somebody cool and fucking big gives you love, strike. You know, the biggest thing that I've been playing with like a Nikon, Crit, like a lot of the people I've been sitting down, I'm like, look, you're an artist. I'm not gonna tell you what to fucking do. I'm even like scared to do it, but I'd be lying if I didn't say like, if you've got music in you, all of it should come out. Do you know how many fucking songs we would have from fucking Michael Jackson and Biggie and Prince and fucking the Four Tops if they had the technology we had today? Can you imagine?
What do you think about dropping 2 albums at once for an artist that's at my level?
Yep.
You don't think that it? So you don't think?
I'm gonna tell you something controversial. I don't think there's enough music. You got to give yourself every chance to do it. Do you know how many people could have been the biggest artists in the world that weren't because they didn't get the right at-bats?
Yeah.
Do you know how many artists right now could be John Legend, but they took the one song that was the song off the album? That's real life. I'm telling you that right now. So but there's a lot of ways to do it. Like, you know, now you guys have so much luxury. It can be an album, it can be a project, there's all these different names for this shit. It's all the same shit. Like, you could be a single, one-off, you can do a whole thing like called like...
Okay, let's drop a song tomorrow.
But honestly, you have to understand, I really believe that. Yeah. This is what I believe. Like if you and I, like we were brother and sister, and we were like fucking ghettoed out, like didn't know anybody, didn't have all these good people around us, I'd be like, listen to me sis, like fucking let's just put out a song every day. Well, and with our 87 followers on Instagram, all you need is, people don't get it.
The Russ mentality. Russ did that. Yeah.
I believe in that. Yeah. That's why I fuck with Russ. I think that's right. Yeah. I believe in it. And here's why. Wherever Russ ends up is gonna be predicated on his talent. But first you gotta get the at-bat.
You gotta get what?
The at-bat. You gotta get the chance. Yeah. People like don't get it. And also, how good are you? Like for Russ, as I keep listening, he's gonna have to evolve his sound, right? Because a lot of it sounds similar, right? I had to go through this. I don't think Russ is done. I think Russ is gonna have to evolve. I did. I can sound similar, right? For 3 months, a year, even 18 months, and then shit will change. You're gonna win if you're good enough, because winners win in the end, but you can't not give yourself the most chances to win. That's what I believe. And so like if you start a whole, like maybe, like it depends how much music's sitting in your soul and how much you have. I thought so. Straight up, I thought so. So honestly, I think you need to do something called like Soulful Saturday and just drop a fucking 52 songs if you got it like that. I mean it. Because where you're at right now, by the 13th one, it's building momentum, and it just might be the one that you drop on September 6th. And away you go. And like there's nothing nothing will trump the internet.
It's interesting what you're saying because we're all in the same mindset as well too. It's one song away and getting there, and just if this one song doesn't work, you keep going and you keep going. One question I had, because there's so many artists that we're around and we feel like, okay, they got 4 million followers, 5 million followers on social media and all this stuff, but they're not really a presence. And I heard this from Troy Carter from Spotify, where he's like, record labels and artists think that they broke. But I bet you if I put that same artist in a high school beside the kids from Stranger Things, nobody's gonna know who the fuck that artist is, and everybody's gonna go to the kids from Stranger Things. So my question is, how do we get an artist like Jessie to become the Stranger Things kids?
By putting out more songs, more content, more stuff, more.
Same thing.
If P&B Rock walked in here right now, most people wouldn't know. I agree, man. Reality. It's just the same old thing, man. It's more. I mean, you're one song away. Logic's song could have been the, phone number song in the album, or it could have been a song they put out one off. It just works that way. Like, Lil Baby's project right now, is that an album or is that a mixtape? Doesn't even matter. Lil Baby.
Know the name. From Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Sound great.
It's just
go.
Here's why. One girl in LA who like thinks you're pretty and thinks you're cool retweets it. Happens to be the fucking niece of fucking Rihanna's hairdresser. They're sitting right, like people don't get it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you never know.
That shit is.
You can't understand how real that is, guys. And then all of a sudden that hairdresser plays it. Rihanna's like, what is that? I don't know. Rihanna's in the mood. She's in the mood to like put somebody on for no reason other than she can.
Yeah,
and she does what fucking Kylie Jenner did with P&B Rock and lip syncs. One hook and your fucking life's over overnight. Yeah. Figures times 4,000. Plus you never know what it's gonna come from. Like you've got the Megan and all the music stuff, and then you've got a 42-year-old businessman who's got an audience that fucking fucks with him, that fucking, like it helps you too. Mm-hmm. Like the amount of people that tell me like my cosign has been bigger for them than like real fucking like shit, like stuff they were looking for.
It's real.
Yeah.
Chance
right?
Hard work.
Like, an esports fucking e-gamer on Twitch fucks with you and just starts playing in the background, happens to be Ninja, game over.
Yeah. Are you big on Twitch?
I'm about to be.
Nice.
We built a huge Twitch studio.
You did?
My office.
Yeah, you mentioned that. That's awesome.
But you know what I mean? You never know, right?
Yeah. What do you see today, 2 years from now, like that's the fucking
Doesn't
thing?
matter 2 years from now. Instagram and Twitch today, 2 years from now, who the fuck knows, right? Blockchain may do this, AI may do that, voice may do this. Here's what's up. You're one song away. I got one for you. There's a Netflix documentary called The Toys We Grew Up With.
Yeah.
You've watched it?
I haven't watched the whole thing.
But you've seen it, right?
Seen parts of it, yeah.
You should find out who produces it, email them, and tell them to use figures in it, because it's all about action figures. And got it? Just be like, listen, we have this incredible artist, we have an incredible song that went viral for her, it's called Figures. Like, we love action figures. Like, do you want to use it in the background of like season 2? All of a sudden you got people listening to it, and they're just like, I always bring this up. Good Charlotte broke because of Madden.
Damn.
Yeah.
So like, how do you get your songs just heard?
The toys we grew up with. Like, cool, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's fucking cool. How far away is the studio?
Close.
30th and 10th.
We're close.
Yeah, Is Twitch there?
Yeah, I got a Twitch.
Sorry, not Twitch. Jesus Christ.
Is
No.
Tierra?
No.
Tab? FIFA?
No. Sorry. I just had a brain fart. I'm completely honest. I thought that there was somebody there that was playing. Playing.
Tyler. Tyler's like my admin. Loves FIFA.
Cool.
Like loves it. But yeah, if you start playing Twitch on FIFA, like this is how mine works. You're doing that. It gets shared. Some fucking soccer player who plays in fucking Europe, who's got 8 million fans, like, who's this pretty girl playing fucking FIFA? DMs you, trying to like creep. You're like, cool, come, you're like business, you're like, cool, come and play with me. Now it's fucking, now it's 18 million fucking people. Like, this is how my brain works. This is how I think differently than like, cool, you got Europe from the fucking label? Cool. My man, the fucking soccer player, has got 22 million people on fucking Instagram, comes through when he's in LA during the off season of the European League, after the World Cup, plays fucking FIFA with her, takes the photo, and it's game over.
Yeah.
You got all of Europe.
Wait,
Got it?
that's dope, man.
Connected to because Jose Altidore follows you on Instagram.
I would fucking DM the fuck out of him and be like, yo.
Josie would be down. Josie be like, yeah.
I'm sure he does. DM and be like, yo, let's fucking play FIFA. Let's play Twitch, FIFA, because people freak for that. That's my strategy. I'm bringing like Draymond Green when he's done with the NBA Finals. He's coming to the office. We're gonna play NBA jams. I'm gonna play people in like the sport that they do on Twitch, old school. Because I don't play the new shit, so like fucking double dribble from Nintendo. Like, yeah.
Get it? NBA jams.
Uh-huh. I played it today, but it's a new controller. I'm like, oh fuck, you know?
That's good.
That's cool, man.
You play Tony Hawk's fucking skateboarding with Tony Hawk, you know, like.
Yeah. That's cool.
You have so much going for you. You just need to fucking strike.
Yeah.
One song away. I believe that. I mean, you guys make, like, I'm always very careful with my overly aggressive, like, one song away, because I have empathy, like, some people, like, you know, the way they think of, like, it's tough to, like, I feel like I'm an artist as a businessman, so I get, like, somebody who carefully curates 15 songs. In their head, it makes this perfect fucking story. I just know that 99.9% of the time it doesn't for the end user. It does when they tell them what it was about.
Give it context.
Yeah, if you can just live on its
Like,
own.
you hear an album and you're like, yo, that's a great album. Then she goes on fucking BET or fucking like, you know, a documentary or like fucking on the internet and was like, yo, this, so the whole part of this album was like what I was going through during this week, and you're like, oh, but like not really. Like to me it was like, you see where I'm going? It's like Monday morning quarterbacking, whereas like if you like just put out like songs, like you're one song away. I just don't, I will never waver from this because I know I'm right. It's what the internet's about. In the same way that you should have made music videos in 1984 to 1987, and a lot of people didn't because they thought it was giving away free music and it was taking away from sales, I think you should make as many songs as you got in your heart for Spotify and Apple Music in as many different ways as possible, the end.
They want to.
People want music.
They do.
And again,
we were trying to play the game of like, not play the game, but like also watch Legends, like how Adele was able to like build such demand by still not like.
listen, Adele did that 100,000 years ago. Would Adele do that in 2018?
You know what the reality is? Talking to David Jacobs, who's very close with Adele, he's like, so yo, don't get it twisted, because when 19 came out, 19 to 21 for 3 years, she did every single fucking thing humanly possible to get in front of people's eyes.
The end.
And then when she finally got the one record that was away,
The end.
then she was gonna push everything to get to that place. So we still
One song.
need to get to that place.
100%. People trying to get fancy before they're fancy.
Too precious.
100%.
Fancy before you're fancy.
I got a question for you, and I want to phrase this right.
Go ahead.
I want to kind of put Jessie a little bit on the spot here.
Good.
Great.
Let's get her.
But it's a little bit of an issue that Jessie comes with her is micromanaging.
Yep.
What's for Jessie to break out of that to macro? Do you think it's a?
If she trusts you based on that question, she's got to let you do one thing that looks like micromanage, and then she's got to see it's not that scary.
I'm doing that though, no? I just got in a, like, shut up, bro, but this was a, like, Mardo was trying to press it on me for a long time. I know I got a ways to go.
It's hard when it's you. By the way, it's also you. Like, it's a lot easier to trust when you're not the product. It's you.
Right.
So it's harder, I get it. Like, I don't fucking, like, let my, like, it's hard. I do, like I won't even edit this. This whole vlog, I won't even look at it.
Really? True.
But, you know, when you're the product, it's harder than like anything else. But yeah, I mean, like you know, depending on what you're actually talking about, like scale only comes when you let go and when you realize the audience is the judge, not you. As long as you don't feel horrible about it.
Yeah.
As long as they're not telling you like, yo, you need to put on a clown suit and go perform at this bar mitzvah and sing Barbara Streisand. Make music with people. You know why? Let me give you a real curveball. You're gonna think it's cool when you're old. Like when you're like, your grandkids are gonna think it's cool. Like think about this. We don't know what's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. Like do it when you can do it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like imagine, I'm gonna make it real simple. Let's play it the other way, not about you, about somebody else. Imagine the people that could have done collabs with Madonna and didn't.
Don't have that story to tell now.
Right? You know the guy, you know what fucking KRS-One's thinking right now? That he said no, that like he, instead of going to the studio and doing that song with Biggie when Biggie was on the way up, he decided to just stay at home.
Eating shit, that sucks.
Right?
It's true, man, yeah.
It's very true.
Don't be fancy before you're fancy.
Yeah.
Don't be fancy
Don't be
before you're fancy. That's exactly right. Got it?
Yeah, man.
That's what's up. Like, that's why I keep meeting, like people are always like, why are you meeting with like all these people? Like you should be meeting with other people. You don't have that much time. I'm like, don't be fancy until you're fancy. You know, like I go from like, the meeting range I go from.
Yo, what's your goal? What were you telling me in like 5 years?
I wanna, like, I have come to realize in the last 3 or 4 years, like everything I thought was true is probably true, which is like, I'm playing a fundamentally different game than almost everybody. And like, my goals break down in things. One, I want to have no regrets when I'm old. Big, right? So like I'm squeezing everything, right? Number two, I want to have the most people ever show up to a funeral of all time.
Nice. Like help that many people that they feel like connected.
There's a very important thing about funerals. It takes a lot for somebody to not do their normal day or what they're supposed to be up to and stop and travel to somebody's funeral. I'm trying to figure out, like I want my grandkids to just cry and be like, and by then I tend to, like I honestly think I'm gonna be famous, like real famous, like honestly, and I still think
you don't think?
I do.
You think, yeah.
I think I'll be real famous, right? I still think I'll have more people at my funeral than anybody thinks.
Right.
Because there's a reason I'm becoming famous, and it's not because I can sing or because I'm pretty or because I am good at basketball. The only reason people fuck with me is because I'm bringing them value mentally. Like, you know, like it's a totally different like you have to understand the reason. It's the reason musicians are so big. Like the escapism that music does for people is all time. It does it for me. The reason I got real hyped this weekend was because I just listened to fucking T Grizzly. I remember like over and over, like 400,000, like I listened to it for 11 hours in the last 4 days. 11 hours.
Great.
Because that's how I get. Because T Grizzly is gonna win because of the opening line of that song, which is like, yo, I still think of $50 is a lot of money.
Yo, man, real shit.
All three of you will regret if you don't squeeze the fuck out of this for the rest of your life if you don't pop.
Real shit.
That's super real, which is why like every collab, every song, like you'll just regret it. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
You will. I know. You're too far. You're too far along. It's too special. It's too obvious. You know. There's nobody sitting here that doesn't know she's a star. I just know millions of stars never made it. I believe that.
Yeah.
I fucking believe that.
When did your brain switch over to this kind of mentality, to this gasoline? With like, were you like, I don't know, when you were young, because every teenager goes through it when they're kind of like this
So that was different. So here's what happened with me as a teenager that's played out to your, I'll answer your question better. There are very few teenagers that ever live their life the way I did, which is I couldn't hear anybody. Man, I can't tell you this, like I didn't hear anybody. Meaning, think about high school and like a kid, like everybody's opinions matters too much. I just valued nobody's opinion but mine. I was in my own head. And not like weird, like I'm super social and like not the awkward, like super outwardly like normal, like I'm unbelievably socially, like everybody liked me. I just couldn't hear you.
You think that's something innate in you, or
I think both.
How did your parents give you that?
I think my mom brainwashed me that I was the best.
Oh.
And thus I was like, yo, I don't care, like,
What you said?
like yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna, like when people are like, you gotta drink this to be cool, I'm like, I don't value those people enough, but I love you. Like, and I see that you're cool and you're pretty and you're cool and you're the most popular, but like, fuck you. Like, I'm not fucking drinking beer if I don't wanna drink beer. Like my core best friends in college, like these are my homies. Their only goal in life was to get me to take one hit from one blunt one time in 4 years, and I didn't do it.
Are you still friends with them?
Yeah.
What?
That was like and like if you think about the silliness of that,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't want to. That was it, like lines in the, so to answer you, what happened, it happened, God, I don't even know when it happened or how it happened, but for some reason, I just never let peer pressure come in any shape, form. I was doing such crazy shit. I was like in high school, like going to like the dollar store, buying shit and selling it in the mall. Like I'd do baseball cards shows in the mall, and like all my friends are like, when you're a sophomore in high school, you're like trying to do it. Like, you know, like, and I'm like sitting in the mall, like trying to sell baseball cards, and like, I know my friends, and like, even like girls that kind of like me in high school were like, why are you doing, like, don't do that, like, you know, and I was like, fuck you, like, I'm doing me, and I've always been that way. And I think now it's playing out where what's really manifest is like, that's the game. The game is like to do everything for you, for them. You gotta, like I always think about being selfish to be selfless. I think I'm so selfish in my own shit that then it allows me to like, that's why I can give so much, because I'm not looking for anybody to give me validation. I'm very validated. That means I've already moved on to the next part.
No.
I feel like I'm old. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm 90. Like, you know, like 90-year-olds like don't give a fuck no more. Like that's, right. You know, like they're like, I'm old. Like, what are you gonna say? Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
What's the best piece of advice you think you ever got?
What's that?
What's the best piece of advice you think you ever got? If you had to summarize it into one sentence.
It wasn't a single piece of advice. It was a process that my dad put me through when I was 14 to 16 that said,
Word is bond.
My dad taught me word is bond.
Dope. I used to want to win a Nobel Prize because I have so many philanthropic goals that I want to do, but I remember getting advice when I was in this youth program in Toronto, and I was like, I want to give back, and I was trying to do music and do sessions and do interviews, and one of the mentors at Ricky, he was like, honestly, Jess, you have to, which resonates with what you said earlier, when you were like, I have to be selfish to be selfless.
Go deep, become huge in music, you do everything,
Yeah.
Honestly, that's exactly right. Like, I want to capture everybody's attention on earth so that I can make an impact. Yeah. Like I know I'm right. I want legacy. Honestly, just to answer you, I want legacy. I want nothing else, man. Like, honestly, I don't want any more money other than if I make enough money to buy the jets, it's gonna inspire everybody because I'm gonna have 30 years of content saying I'm gonna do it, and then I do it, and people are gonna be like, holy shit, like, it's gonna be so like crazy. Other than that, and knowing like then I'll get a movie about me, and like, you know, the boy that bought the jet, but like, you know, other than that, it was funny. I was in my house out east, and I was looking at the sweater that my mom knitted me because I couldn't even afford a Jets jersey. I was interested. I was looking at it. I was like, I'm gonna fucking, just had like a moment with myself. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking do this. I'm gonna fucking do it. But that's more about the chase. You know, that's kind of like if I was an artist. That's more like I'm gonna win 11 Grammys. That's more about just like doing, like that's more of a game. Yeah, it's a game.
Yeah.
But for real, the funeral. You know, the funeral. Like that means you won.
Legacy.
Like, you know how many people make $48 million and 8 people at their fucking funeral?
Yeah.
Like, I want people don't even know why they're at my funeral. They're like, I want people like mingling with each other and be like, why are you here? I'm like, my grandma made me come because in 2018, she watched a video and she left my grandpa who was abusing her and she built a business, you know what I mean? Like, real shit. Real shit. And I that's what I get in DMs all day, like real My DMs are real shit, like heavy shit.
Yep.
But like the reason I think I'm gravitating towards music is I recognize for me to pull off all my ambitions, I need the biggest pillars in our culture, in our lives, and music is one of those.
What's another one?
Sports.
And?
I actually think that fashion is one, but that doesn't come natural to me. These are cultural pillars, you know? Then there's like things like religion, things of that nature, but that's almost like a different thing. But like music and sports are food.
If I was to say what do you think would be an assistance for us? Like, because that's one of my goals too. Like, I consistently say one of my goals is like legacy. Like, I want to die a legend. I want to be able to buy my dad a farm. I want to have a few Grammys on my shelf. I want to get 2 orphanages and name them after my mother. And I want to help 1 million people. Is from like years ago has been.
You can really do that.
But if
you're one song away from that. Everything you just said, you're one song away from. I'm being dead fucking serious with you. Stick with me. Stick with me. Everything you just said, like you can add things later, but like everything you just rattled off, the fucking farm, the Grammys, the 1 million people, you're one song away. Logic's fucking song reached more than 1 million people. If you don't think that fucking Hotline song impacted 1 million people, easy million, millions, one song away. That's what's up. Like honestly, I wish probably in a lot of ways, subconsciously and consciously, that I could sing or rap because like the way I communicate, I can make viral videos, but fucking I'd have 7. Did you see what T Grizzly and Tara said about when I was, oh, you were not in the text. Did you see what they said? I'm like texting them like lyrics. This is just like random shit that I would make videos about, but it's under,
like Drake.
Yeah. And it was funny, and I was sitting there, I was like, that makes so much sense that they think that. Cause like, it's all the same shit.
He did sound like Drake. He was coming up with lyrics in the text thread, trying to inspire them. Just spinning his own lyrics, he did sound like Drake.
I couldn't make that connection. I listened to Drake, I didn't make that connection. But like, I know that it's all the same shit. Back to the fine line. You're one song away from everything you just said. Like, I think I posted on Instagram. Did I post it yet? We didn't make that post yet. I tweeted it, but we don't have the I'm gonna shove positivity down your throat. Nobody made it yet.
Can you? Positivity down your throat.
I'm like literally tweeted yesterday. I'm like, I'm gonna shove positivity down your collective throats, like for the rest of the time, for my life, period, end of story, because it's the truth.
Yeah.
Look how blessed we are.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing here? Real shit. How much your fucking denim jacket cost? Like, you know, it's like more than my like family made in like 2 months. Like my fucking dinner bills. So I had dinner with my parents the other night. Right? I had dinner with my parents like a month ago, which is rare, just the 4 of us, right? The dinner bill was more than our rent for the first 2 years we lived in America. What the fuck are we doing here? Like nobody in America should complain about nothing.
What do your folks do? Are they retired now?
No, my dad, we had a family liquor business, that's where I started, and he still goes into the liquor store every day causing ruckus, and my mom was always stay at home. She's just being a grandma and just like she fucking worked her face off, man.
Yeah.
Like, no help, 3 kids, like fucking, we didn't do shit. She did laundry, clean, like old school, like fuck, she was a maid.
Yeah.
What's that? Belarusian.
Yeah, my family was very similar.
You know? Mm-hmm. Lack of entitlement.
It's like uphill's normal.
And what gets fucked up is you can get caught, like all these crazy things happening for you, you lose sight. You know?
How do you stay, like I try to keep lists and shit and like reminders on my phone screen of like,
I'm running it.
Consistently.
Yeah, and
you never like need a physical or tactile list to like bring you back?
Not me, but everyone's different, right? Like everyone learns different, everybody. You know, I definitely, you know, it's funny, back to this T Grizzly song, I'm not kidding. It was interesting how much it motivated. I was like, okay, wait a minute, this is good. Like, it's cool to see an outside source bring me some value. Like, I'm in my own shit. I just can't not know. My perspective's too off the fucking chart. Like, my perspective's a 30 on the 10 scale.
You meditate?
Every second of my life, I think. Got it? It's the same answer to the last question. I don't need a tactical thing to ground me. I'm grounded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is.
Cool.
You know what I mean? Like the same way that I breathe oxygen, I fucking know it's great. And I'm thankful and grateful as fuck. And I know I'm the best, and I know I mean shit.
Yeah, that's sick.
Thank you so much for your time, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Figures. I gave you right to die, and you gave me game.